Hello there everybody and welcome back to Sonic Forces. Last time we unlocked the another boss fight with Infinite, this time with the rookie. Let's just get right on into it.
More ants to crush. I wonder if this world can offer me a real challenge. Huh? And as if to answer, the world sends me a trembling child. I'm going to fight and die here, or run away in fear again.
Hey, don't be scared. This is your moment to shine. Keep going. Don't let your fear own you.
Fine. I will teach you fear, then pain, and then, well, at least the fear and pain will end.
When did Sonic say any of that? No, really, you've seen every other cutscene. When did Sonic say that? But anyway, this is the second boss fight with Infinite, and this time I came in with the Asteroid Wisp because this Wisp is overpowered in this boss fight. This Wisp ability, if you remember, is these minis that you could throw at your enemies, and when Infinite does that dive move, you can throw them at him, and that takes away half of his health bar. There is no first phase in this boss fight if you have the Asteroid Wisp. You just skip it entirely. On this level, Infinite uses his red blocks of death to send you into virtual reality. If they touch you, which they did a few times actually, along with if Infinite touches you. And while in this virtual reality state, he has these cannons that will hit you if you stand in front of them. So to avoid that, you want to just avoid touching the red blocks. You want to avoid getting hit by Infinite's dive, and then you want to wait for him. Then you want to wait for him to basically be stuck at a standstill, and when that comes, you just beat him. This boss fight is as short as any level in this game. Like, even these robots are setting out with the Asteroid Wisp is absolutely overpowered because, you know, you just spam throw at them and it's over. I believe this is the last time I show you guys the virtual reality before he drops, and I beat him up. Yep.
You've put up quite a fight. I underestimated just how desperately the feeble cling to life.
You'll be clinging to your life soon, Infinite. Trust me. Trust me. I could have had the drill wisp. It would have been 10 times worse. Would have done less damage, but it would have been 10 times worse. That was the second to last boss fight with Infinite, if I remember correctly. And both boss fights with him so far have been lackluster, if I have to say. Not really difficult, very easy to take him out, and you know, if you know what you're doing, you don't even get to see virtual reality, so what I'm mad about is that you can't hit Infinite with the clones, with the Asteroid clones, while he's in the air, only after he dives. And that's a little upsetting, but, you know, either way, it's an easy boss fight, it's an easy boss fight.
I remember you. You ran from me before. You survived then. But you throw it all away now. Kill it. This will be goodbye. What? How is this possible? It can't be. How did you? No matter. They have only 2 days left. Let them contemplate the inevitable. Till I end this once and for all.
Infinite had so much potential to be a good villain. But next up, we're going back to the chemical plant, and by the color of the marker, you know which character we're going back with.
Things were going well with Operation Big Wave. Then everything fizzled out when that Phantom Ruby kicked in.
Shut up!
That big shadow was created using the Phantom Ruby's power, right? Even if it's a virtual reality projection, it's as strong as the real shadow.
Rouge, have you found the intel I was looking for?
No, not yet. But I have reports that Eggman's database is located at the chemical plant. If we can check that out, we might find something there.
That sounds like a promising lead. We have to figure out the secret behind Infinite's power and virtual reality. Tails, can you handle this?
Got it. I'll take Sonic, I mean the other Sonic, with me and head to the chemical plant.
And so we go to Chemical Plant. Chemical Plant. The next classic Sonic stage, and you can tell by now, they didn't really try to name classic Sonic stages. While in the rest of the game you do go to the same old places, they at least have different names, so you know the different mission. Earlier I said there was a point, in this game where you need to build up a lot of speed, and the last thing you want to do is roll into a ball. Well, that opening section of Chemical Plant right here is that section, and we just skipped past it like it was nothing. And that is because I used the drop dash when I went off that ramp, well, not really a ramp, but that pathway, so that while I was going down, I already had the build up speed, and yeah, I basically skipped that entire section. Much like Green Hill, I do have to say a small complaint is that they didn't use the regular music for the level. Like I said, I was kind of upset Classic Sonic didn't get his Green Hill music, and I'm kind of upset he doesn't have his Chemical Plant music. But I get why they did it, you know. It's overused at this point. I mean, Generations, Mania, and now this. You know, Green Hill and Chemical Plant, they've been overused at this point. They've been overused. This level, I gotta say, despite Classic Sonic's physics problems, this level does feel a lot like something you would play in the original 2D Sonic games. And don't say anything, I know it's Chemical Plant, it is something you played in the 2D Sonic games. But, I mean, the way the level is laid out and stuff, yeah. Naturally with Chemical Plant, you have the underwater sections, which means you have these air bubbles, and by God, those are the fastest air bubbles of any Sonic game. This level doesn't have a lot of water, so it's not really like the original Chemical Plant where water was a big problem. Here, there's like barely any water in this level, but there is still water. There is still water. You don't see it in this video because I didn't come close to this point, but you can drown in this level, and it does have the regular drowning music. But all I gotta say is, if you manage to drown in this level, then you either put the controller down, left the room for a second, and forgot you were underwater, or I don't know, or you somehow got stuck and ended up drowning, because there should be no way you drown in this level. Especially with the wind fans that are in the water that push you to the top. And with that, it should be, like I was saying, it should be literally very impossible to drown in this level. But you know, I'm not gonna say anything. I know that it has happened to some people. I know it has. But for me, I gotta say, kind of sad if you drown in this level. And by the way, that's the level. Yeah, Sonic Forces, it has so much potential. I'm not saying it's a bad game, but the levels could have been longer. The levels could have been so much longer. I feel like that would have made the game like 10 times better. Because the real problem people have with this game is that it's too short. Like, so many people finish this game their first sitting, so it could be longer, is all I'm saying.
So, this is where the database is. Hold on a sec while I access the data from this computer. Okay, failed battle plans, robot designs. Wow, he's got like 10 terabytes of selfies. So where does he keep the... Found it! Virtual reality weapon, the Phantom Ruby. A weapon that takes control of people's visual and depth perception to feed false information to the brain, creating a new reality for them. Like a dream so real if you bump yourself in it, your sleeping self will bruise? It's hard to believe. Eggman experimented with lots of prototypes, and then incorporated the final version into Infinite. If I'm reading this data correctly, then there might be a weakness. This is huge! Let's get this information back to the others.
Eggman has terabytes of selfies. That's a sentence I never needed to hear.
I don't like sitting on the bench, but there's nothing to do till Tails gets back.
Way to jinx it! Metal Sonic has been spotted in the city!
Shut up!
Is it another fake?
Why would they bother making a fake out of something that already isn't real? Couldn't they just build more? Either way, it's getting wrecked. Let's go, partner.
Well, now we gotta go to Red Gate Bridge and fight Metal Sonic. Great. I can't wait to have another race set to the same Stardust Speedway soundtrack.
Watch out! Metal Sonic was spotted near there.
Strange. I don't see him anywhere.
That is not Metal Sonic. That is a Death Egg robot. Okay. Alright, real talk. This boss fight is not like the other boss fights. Clearly. This boss fight is more or less an actual stage. You have the quick time event, and they do have red rings in this level. I collected a couple of them because they're all in this one section, but like, if you couldn't tell me, I don't care about the red rings at all. I'll get those in my own time. But there's the metallic blue boy. And basically all you gotta do in this one is you gotta boost towards Metal Sonic, and you should be able to homing attack him and deal damage. This is probably one of the longer boss fights in the game, simply because you do need to actually take your time with it. You can't just run up to Metal Sonic and defeat him in like a few seconds with a few lucky shots. You have to actually take your time with it. Occasionally Metal Sonic will have, well, I'm not even going to say occasionally. From now on, Metal Sonic will be surrounded by robots, and when he's surrounded by the robots, you have to homing attack all the robots before you can attack Metal Sonic himself. And not gonna lie, this is by far, and I know this is gonna be a really touchy subject, but this is my second favorite Metal Sonic boss fight. Oh, I bet y'all thought I was gonna say it's my favorite. I really do. But no, this is my second favorite Metal Sonic boss fight. Primarily for the reason that it uses a different version of Stardust Speedway. Like, this is still Stardust Speedway. Like, don't be misunderstood. This is the American version of Stardust Speedway. Every other boss fight we hear the Japanese version. This is the only time we hear the American version of Stardust Speedway, and it's a nice change of pace, you know? The regular old music gets very annoying very fast. But, you know, here's the American version for once. It's a nice callback to Sonic CD. You know, has two different soundtracks, and you gotta respect both. Anyway, you get Metal Sonic down to his last bit of health, and then you gotta hit him with a good old. And you don't gotta worry about him running away from him when you're double boosting. You are too fast for him to get away from. And now he's dead. Metal Sonic is dead. He was never real, but he's dead. We killed him. So ends Forces Metal Sonic. I don't know when we'll see the actual Metal Sonic again, but hey, at least he showed up in this game. And that's also the end of the Phantom Ruby clones. Yeah, we don't fight Chaos, we don't fight Shadow, we fought the others, so that's it.
Hey, that was great! We're like a well-oiled machine. Fighting a well-oiled machine.
Huh?
That's a nice touch. That's a nice touching cutscene. But we've repaired more of the world and took control. So over some control, only because we cleared out Chemical Plant. And next we'll be taking on Guardian Rock, but we're going to save that for the next video. For now, I want to take a moment and just talk about what I just said. Like I said, the Metal Sonic boss fight is the ending of the Phantom Ruby boss fights. If you go back to the first video or just look it up yourself, you'll see when Sonic gets beaten by Infinite is accompanied by Chaos Zero, Shadow, Zavok, Metal Sonic, and is that it? Yeah, that's it. Just the 4 of them. We saw Classic Sonic take out Chaos when he arrived. When Chaos turned into a puddle, that was him being defeated. We saw Shadow, the clone Shadow, get taken out by the real Shadow, and that was it. We don't have to fight him. We already defeated Zavok, and now we've defeated Metal Sonic. The only one left in that list from the beginning is Infinite, which means the next boss fight, if I remember correctly, is the final boss fight with Infinite. So that's going to be fun. For now, I just want to say thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, please be sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see me do next time. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day.